Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. Today we are talking the electrical catch 22. And also apologies for not being on earlier. We did a thing, we don't know what it is, but we woke up today with an exceedingly sore part sort of there, going right down there. So I have put it in a splint and I take that on and off, but I have not been doing what I intended doing today. But yes, the electricity catch 22. Now, I have to say, Patrick said this years ago. He is an electrician to trade. Um, and he told me years ago this was going to be a problem. And I've seen one article about it before now. But today in The Guardian, there was a big article about it. And it basically said exactly what Patrick has been saying. And the catch 22 in this situation is we need to use more electricity, but we can't use more electricity because we're using too much electricity. Confused? So what it is, the article today was that the housing crisis in the UK is not going to go away anytime soon because they can't build more houses, or they're restricted in how many houses they can build because they can't get a connection to the electrical grid. The capacity for the electrical grid is struggling. It needs to be upgraded. And the way that the UK has it designed is it's like every 5 years, which was great when I was a kid. It's not now. Now, what you're finding is whereas, say, there was supposed to be 200 houses built on the edge of a town somewhere, they don't have the capacity to provide these houses with electricity because any extra capacity has already been taken up by heat pumps, by car chargers, by data centres. Because we are turning to electricity a lot more to try and be more carbon zero, there's not enough capacity in the grid to be able to build the new houses with the heat pumps. I mean, certainly in The Guardian, they were talking to one developer who's like, yep, I had however many houses. He said they were all going to have heat pumps, they were all going to be eco-friendly, etc., etc. He had to change it to gas central heating to get the houses done because there wasn't the capacity on the grid to supply these houses with the ability to run electrical heat pumps. And I think that's something that we're not noticing, or that's not particularly been thought out. Somebody had said, oh yeah, what some people or some companies are doing is they're linking up with other companies where there's excess energy produced either through solar power, etc., etc. And somebody's other comment was, we maybe need to get batteries in homes. I'm sorry, what? We have got electric scooters and bikes going poof all over the place and bursting into flames, and cars as well. And you want to put batteries in the homes? Are you having a laugh? Don't be so stupid. Plus the fact, don't even start me on the amount of the mining and the conditions and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, this is a whole catch 22. It's like, there will be no more new homes built with fossil fuel heating. You will all have heat pumps. You will all have solar panels. It's fine if you can get the electricity to run it. And at the moment, the UK's national grid and their, like further down the line, local companies, they put it out to places, distributors. Thank you. Local distributors. They don't have the capacity. So it's not happening. So yeah, electrical catch 22. We want to build more homes with heat pumps, with car chargers, with things like that. We can't build more homes because there's not the electricity to run them because the existing homes are using heat pumps and car chargers, etc., etc. Very confusing. So yeah, that's my thought for today because I haven't particularly done anything else. I have emptied the drawer unit where all the paperwork is. So hopefully tomorrow I'm going to be going through paperwork and that'll be that sorted, and my files will be built up, and I'll be nice and tidy paperwork wise. It's been quite interesting, because there's a whole lot of notepads where I've written down what I've been thinking before, what I've talked about in the channel before. There's one about the food banks. It was like 30 families, 150 meals a month. Now it's 150 families and 1,600 meals a month. There was a thing about when obviously the problem started with the gas supply from Ukraine and Russia, and it was like, we're going to have to look at different things. It's quite interesting going back to see, what was in my mind at those times. So yeah, now I'm going to go and read some more old notebooks and drink more tea. Catch you later.